It is the third video in which I would like to tell you about the use of tenses. So very good morning to all of you, and I hope you will learn it so pleasantly, happily, in a very cheerful mood so that you can understand it much better. The present simple tense is used talk about a permanent situation or something that is always true. He lives well in Spain, you can say. Does he work in a factory? You can speak. Insects have 6 legs. What temperature does water boil at? These are the permanent things that happen. Talk about things that happen regularly. She leaves for school at 8 o'clock. You don't often go out for a meal. What time do you catch the bus? It happens not one day but on a regular feature. That's why these are the sentences that are used here. To refer to a future time after, when, as soon as, before, until, etc. Ring me as soon as you hear any news. I'll look after you until you get back. You will recognize the street when you see it. Next, use to talk about future plans where something has been officially arranged, scheduled, for example, on a timetable or program. Talk about future plans where something has been officially arranged, for example, on a timetable or program. PROGRAME will leave Palma at 10 and arrive in Luton at 12:30. The school starts on 9 September. That you can speak. Present progressive tense is used to talk about an action that is happening now or about a temporary situation. We are just having breakfast. What are you reading? She is not listening to me. They are spending a year in Spain. To talk about something that is not yet finished. You are not doing it at the moment when you are talking, learning, telling, but you are doing something else. She is writing a novel, though she is singing. With always to talk about something that happens often and that you find annoying. He is always asking silly questions. They are always coming around here to borrow. Means you do not like it, that annoys you. Such situations can be used in present continuous tense. This is very special to learn. If you do not learn, you will commit mistakes time and again. Some verbs are not used in the progressive tenses, for example, need, want, know, agree, seem, appear, understand, smell, hear. These are the verbs that refer to a state, not an action. I need some new shoes. He wants to go home. Do you know Tanya Smith? I love Japanese food. She hates her job. Other verbs are used in the present progressive when they refer to an action, and the present simple when they refer to a state. He is tasting the soup, but actually it will happen with the soup tastes out. She is being difficult again. She is a difficult child. What are you thinking about? Do you think I should go, I should love? Like that we can use. The present perfect tense is used to talk about something that happened during a period of time that is not yet finished. The train has been late 3 times this week. He still has not visited her. When the time in the past is not mentioned or is not important, with a mention, he has written a book. We have bought a new computer when the action finished in the past, but the effects is still left in the present. He has lost his calculator and still has not found it. He has got his finger cut. It means it is bleeding. So here we need to understand these things. With foreign scenes to show the duration of an action or state up until the present. I've worked here since 1998. She has not bought any new clothes for years. In British English, with just ever already and yet, this tense is most frequently used. I have just arrived. Have you ever been before? He has already packed his suitcases. Haven't you finished? In informal American English, the past simple can be used with just already and yet. He already packed his suitcases. Didn't you finish yet? It is the difference between British and English. The present perfect progressive is used with for and since to talk about an activity that started in the past and is still happening. I have been working since 8 o'clock. He has been learning English for several weeks. Talk about an activity that is finished but whose results are still visible. My hands are dirty because I have been gardening. So here now you are to learn about the simple past tense that you can understand to talk about an action that took place in the past. You got up, paid the bill and left. Three actions are here. I did not read the letter. I just gave it to Lee. What did you say? Often a specific time in the past is mentioned. Did you speak to Amy yesterday? Did you speak to Amy yesterday? To talk about a state that continued for some time, but that is now finished. I went to school in Scotland. Did she really work there for 10 years? To talk about actions that happened regularly in the past, I often played tennis with her. She always knew. I never went to the cinema when they lived in the Pune. So here you can understand. The past progressive tense is used to talk about an action that was in progress at a particular time in the past. What were you doing in the summer of 1999? Was it raining when you left home? Talk about something that was already in progress when something else happened. You see, the past simple for the action that interrupts it. The doorbell rang while they were having breakfast. One action is in progress, another just interrupted. As with present progressive, this tense cannot be used with state verbs. The phrase "breathe, smell wonderful" we cannot use. A smells we can use or a smelling we use. The past perfect is used to talk about something that happened before. Another action in the past had already met it before he came to bed. So here, when I got to the station, the train had already left. After the train had left, I reached the station. That you can speak like that. The past perfect progressive is used with for and since to talk about an activity that started at a time further back in the past than something else. She had not been living there very long when she met Mark. Here, we should always remember that this tense is always used with the simple past tense to talk about an activity that had resulted in the past. My hands were dirty, simple past, because I had been gardening. It is in past perfect. Then now simple future. Come to this point. The simple future with the infinitive is used to talk about a decision that you make as you are speaking. It is sold in here. Okay, I'll close the I'll have a salad, please. To talk about what you know or think will happen in future, but not about your own intentions or plans. Our mother will be 90 next week. Will it pass exam, do you think? The shop won't take long. For request promises and offers, will you buy some bread on your way home? We will be back early, don't worry. You assure someone else. I'll help you with your homework. That is, it is an assurance to be done in future time. However, other tenses and expressions are also used to express a future idea. The future progressive is used to talk about future plans where the time, as mentioned, is flying to Japan in August. What are you doing this evening? I'm not starting my new job till next Monday. So here you are giving the best example of the future continuous tense that is here. Moreover, be going to with the infinitive is used to talk about what you intend to do in the future. I'm going to film Michael tonight. What are you going to do when you leave? About to with the infinitive to talk about the very near future. Go and ask him quickly. He is about to go out. Messi has not gone yet, but it will take place. This action will take place. The present simple that you have already learned. So I just have already told you all about it. And now that is simple present. You have learned this one also. The future progressive that I tell you. The future progressive is used to talk about actions that will continue for a period of time in the future. I will be waiting near the ticket office. That you will do. This time next week, you will be relaxing in the sun. To ask somebody about their plans. What are their plans? How many nights will you be staying? Will you be flying back or going by train? These are the things that you can ask. I should not have told you all about it, but I have to tell you because it is quite essential to know. To talk about the duration of something that you will be looking back on at a particular time in the future. They will have lived here for 4 years in May. They will have been working here for a year in October. That you did learn that subject plus shall will have plus V3 or the tense is in progress. So here I have already told you all about the uses of tenses and I must hope that you might have learned it better. So thank you children, thank you and I hope there will be no problem related to tense in future for whole life. Thank you again.